Welcome back to Advice from Unc. Well, I help you guys with your problems. Let's start out. Some guy left a. I mean, this voicemail is kind of like, what am I supposed to do? But let's listen to it. Let's double. Can you hear it?
Hey,
Yep. Okay. Cool. All right. Turn that bad boy up.
my name is Christian, and I was just curious about something, on some advice. What would you do to kind of just bring America together from your perspective, from your opinion? That's just something I'm really curious about. Thanks.
Wow. Really asking me a what a softball question, bro. How do I bring America together? Um, God, is a joke I want to make right now so bad, but it would have the CIA showing up at my door, it would have a Secret Service showing up on my door. I don't know. Abolish all social media? Honestly, get rid of social media. Am I blown out? No. If you get rid of social media, I think that would help a lot. Because everyone is just in their own bubble. They're just consuming their own media. And it's making people more like matter at each other, and everyone feels more alone and feels like no one understands them, and then they just get into these echo chambers, and then they get red pilled, and they only hang around people that confirm their biases and their opinions, and it's a bad thing. So, oh, you know what I would do? Abolish Citizens United. Yeah, that'll be a good way to start. Get money out of politics. This is not a funny question. I don't know what you want from me. I'm not good enough to make this funny. I guess maybe I could, but I'm not that extreme to say something absolutely inflammatory. But yeah, how do you bring America together? Abolish ICE. That's right. Come on, all my lefties. But seriously, fuck ICE. Fuck them. Yeah, get rid of Citizens United. Get rid of the filibuster. And prevent anyone in politics from investing in the stock market. That's how you bring America together. I think. And maybe get rid of the guy that's in the office right now. I'll also do that as well. Anyway, that's not funny. Hey, dude, thanks for the advice on that. But I truly don't know from what I said. I don't think that the advice I gave was horrible. Oh, you know what? Here's a more sincere one. Honestly, get people more involved in community things in their community, because that helps a lot. I try to volunteer at least once a week, and that makes me feel a lot better about like the people around. And I don't always do it in my exact community, but just doing things where you have a stake in the direct surroundings around you. It makes things matter more, and you start to connect with people and realize that they're also human beings living around you, and it feels better. And you give people more slack, and you realize that we're all just trying to get through it. So I would say that if everyone got more involved in some kind of community service and just their community in general. It's hard. I get it. Especially with online, where you can find people that you feel like you connect with more, but it's not real, dude. The digital, it doesn't count. I'm sorry. Anyway, that wasn't funny at all. Okay, I think a little fart noise. That's better for you guys. Anyway, let's go to the next one.
Hey man, this is Mo, and I saw your thing, and I got no job. I don't
Damn.
know what to do. I've been doing a lot of networking, meeting people, but it just seems like I'm just doing all this for nothing. I just need some advice. I don't know if I'm ever gonna see the end of this question, but that's all it is. I'm going, but I guess I gotta keep going. Thanks.
Well, Mo, thanks for calling, man. And unfortunately, yeah, that is kind of the truth. You just got to keep going. I don't know how long you've been networking and how long you've been trying to find a job, but maybe switch up how you're trying to find a job. I mean, you could really just go to, what kind of job are you, I want to know what kind of job you're looking for, what kind of expertise you have, because that's huge. I think there is something called Job Today for New York, where you can look up and get jobs and apply to them. You can do the old school route, or is it route or route? Route. You can do the old school route of just like going into places and being like, "Hey, do you need a driver? Do you need a barista?" Stuff like that. I used to do that. when I was looking for a job around my neighborhood, and I almost got a job as a driver. But I'll tell you right now, when I can almost guarantee you could get a job, especially right now because it's the busy season, you can become a caterer. Okay, I did that for a long time, and you can make some kind of money. You can make decent money being a caterer. It's a seasonal job, but still something. You can also work at a moving company. That's what I did as well. These are all the jobs that, like, I didn't need any kind of crazy resume. I just went after it and was like, I can use my body and be there. If you're really looking for a job, you also have to be willing to humble yourself to do a job that maybe you think was quote unquote below you, but you need money and you need to humble yourself. And doing a blue collar job is not bad at all. It's actually great. So maybe try to do one of those jobs. You could try to go to, I mean, I don't know. You could be a freaking chemical engineer. Like I don't want to say like go to trade school. You might have a PhD. I have no idea what's good with you, Mo. Like I want to know more. But yeah, keep at it. Keep asking friends. Really, whenever I meet people or meet friends, I just will mention I'm looking for a job. Don't ask them to help, but just be like, yeah, no, I've been looking for a job. When you mention that to people who care about you or know you, even strangers will sometimes, because we all empathize and we all know what it's like to like not have a job and not have money, and they will look to try and help you out and do whatever they can. Because I know if I met you, I would be like, hey, call this moving company. Here are the catering companies that I've worked for. You can hit them up. So that's what I would suggest. But yeah, dude, keep at it. Keep your head up. And I know it's rough out there, especially now, because we're about to hit a recession, baby, and that shit feels good. It doesn't. It's very sad. But do that. Keep at it. Be kind to yourself, and just keep trying. And put yourself out there. You'd be really and keep your mind open. If you're getting suggested something that maybe you didn't think was for you, still do it, because you never know, man. You truly never know. Mo, please, I'll text you. Please follow up with us. I want to know how it's going. Christian, I don't know how you can follow up. I just told you how to bring America together, but I don't think it was. I mean, I'm definitely not running for president, right? With that answer, God, I'd be so bad in the debates. I would be so bad in presidential debates. Because I would just spaz out. Because sometimes like I like stutter and I can't get my words together, and so I would just be like, you know what, dude? Honestly, you're a fucking bitch. Like, for real. Look at you, dude. Look at your suit looks like shit. Like, you know what, dude? 1v1 me and COD right now. How about we do that? Forget about the economy. 1v1 me and COD. How about we talk about that? Okay? I would lose it. I'd absolutely lose it. Look at your eyebrows, bro. Oh my God. I've talked to all your boys. They think you're whack. Or I would lose it on the person that was asking questions. Well, Dylan, how do you... In 2005, you stated that you thought anyone who, they'd bring up some tweet. You tweeted in 2017 that everyone in the Midwest is a dumb, fat slob. Would you have anything to say to that? And I'd just be like, really, bro? Really? You're going to bring up my tweets from 2017? I was 22, dude. I was blacked out. Okay, you want to know the truth? I was blacked out, and I was mad because this one girl who was from the Midwest that I was trying to hook up with, she denied me. So then I got mad, and I went on Twitter, and I didn't think anyone would see it, and then I tweeted that. Is that what you want me to know, America? I got rejected. I was blacked out. I drank way too much Jack. That what you want to know? Okay. I mean, I didn't tweet that, and I wouldn't tweet that, but I would lose it. I'd lose it on the moderators. Because you have to be all. I don't know why we're talking about running for president anyway. Let's do the last voicemail.
Hey, Dylan, it's Nevin. I have this take I've been kicking around my brain.
Uh-huh.
I actually think peaking in high school seems pretty awesome for two reasons.
Okay.
One, it's kind of the only time in your life someone would have such a big audience. Like, no matter who you are, everyone knows what you're doing. The jocks, the nerds, all the teachers. Like, it's crazy. It's kind of like getting a promotion at your, like, finance job and having people on Broadway know about it and then want to fuck you because of it. Like, it's crazy. And then two, sorry, I'm at the gym and, like, panting.
You
And
recorded
two,
this at the
it's good
gym?
because,
That's crazy. Bro, get off the treadmill and finish your thought. We all really can. No one can do anything. We have to be multitasking. Dude can't even call in and give me a hot take without also working on his glutes. It's like, come on. But good for you. I'm happy that you're working out, so go ahead.
like, having that much confidence when you're really young can carry you throughout your whole life. Like, people have to get called chubby in, like, middle school, and then they have body dysmorphia for the rest of their life. But if you're peaking in high school, you have this audacious confidence forever, and it's where these, like, chubby burnouts get the audacity to call Sydney Sweeney mid. Like, that's where that comes from, and that sounds pretty awesome. Okay, bye.
Damn. You know, Nevin, that's a pretty good take, bro. I'm not going to lie. That is a pretty good take. Peaking in high school is actually good. I don't know if that's always true, but I do think there's a couple years where if you can actually like crush it in high school, everyone likes you. Yeah, you're right. All the different groups know you. You're in a very concentrated area with all the people, and they just like. Sorry, I just completely zoned out for a second. You're just in a concentrated area and all these people know that you're killing it. And then, yeah, everyone from all different walks of life, because you're not going to be around that around that many differentiated concentrations of different types of people anywhere else. Because at school, you all got to go to school, but you're just going to be hanging out with your finance people. If you're in finance, you're going to be hanging out with artists. If you're an artist, people don't have usually that diverse of a friend group. But when you're in high school, you do. So if you peak, you could have the chance. I mean, it just kind of sounds like you're saying like you could have the chance to fuck all these different types of girls. Which I mean, yeah, for sure. The only double-edged sword is that if you peak in high school, you might not like. Okay, peaking in high school can either lead to you carrying on that momentum and going through life and crushing it, or absolutely bottoming out right after. So it's tough. But if you remember what that feels like and it gives you momentum and drive to keep going, you're right. Peaking in high school could lead to you just continuously crushing it. So you're right. I mean, no one talks about peaking at any other point in life. When else do you want to peak? When you're 50? Who wants to peak when they're 50? You're basically in a wheelchair. No. I guess peaking in your 30s is kind of the best. Because, like, you have money, you can go do things, you're on your own, you know how to have sex, you know how to talk to people. Yeah. I would say peaking in your 30s is the best, but the problem is peaking in high school is arguably better only because you're so naive to the world and you have everything taken care of for yourself, and there are no stakes except high school. Right? Yeah. Like being the jock, being the prom king. It sounds nice. We all kind of fantasize about what it would have been like to be the most popular guy or girl in school, to win prom king, to have the Letterman jacket, to be like in movies. But I don't know. I don't think I've met anyone that actually was like that. The problem is, as much as you think peaking in high school would be great, in reality, in practice, those people never seem to do well in life, which is unfortunate. Like, if you're listening to this right now and you are in high school and you're peaking, dude, like, it's about to be a rough 70 years, truly. Unless you really buckle down and you humble yourself and you go, this is gonna end, because maybe you can have multiple peaks. But you go, this is gonna end. I gotta get ready for this to go away. Okay, but if you're in high school and you're peaking, you go, I'm the shit. The gravy train is never gonna end. You're in for a rude awakening, mi amigo. ¿Verdad? Creo? Sí. Porque vas a, I don't know how to say awaken, but vas a levantarse muy rude. Muy orgulloso. I don't think that translates directly, but what are you going to do? I tried. Yeah, but peaking isn't in high school isn't as bad. You just want to have something go down in high school. You don't want to just be like a normie. I mean, I guess I was kind of a normie, but what are we at? 47? We're at 40 minutes. This is good. We're done. Good point, Evan. I don't know if I agree with all of it, but you are right. If you know, because a lot of people just don't peak at all. So it's like, I mean, it'd be better to peak in high school than to not peak ever. We didn't have that. Who was that in my high school? I can't even think. Yeah, you don't remember him. I mean, the valedictorian, the girl at least, was like a nerd. She wasn't. Yeah, but that's valedictorian. I remember one of the very popular girls. Like, one of the very popular girls in my high school, I looked at her Facebook now, and it's not going too well, is all I'll say. So, kind of disproves your point. But, I mean, have your life. So live your life. Hey. But maybe don't live it up in high school, is all I'll say. Yeah. I mean, you guys listening, like, it's like, do I agree with Nevin or not? I really don't know. He made a good point. Let's listen back to it one more time. Hold on. Let's listen back. Because I kind of got distracted with you being, on the fucking treadmill.
Hey, Dylan, it's Nevin.
Okay.
In high school,
Mm-hmm.
seems pretty awesome.
Yeah.
For two reasons. One, it's kind of the only time in your life someone would have such a big audience. Like, no matter who you are, everyone knows what you're doing.
It's true. Everyone's going to know you're peaking, so that is good. But now that we have social media, everyone can know anyway. And this is all based on other people. No, but that's what peaking is.
The jocks, the nerds,
Uh-huh.
all the teachers. Like, it's crazy. It's kind of like getting a promotion at your, finance job and having people on Broadway know about it and then want to fuck you because of it.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's a good point.
And then two,
Uh-huh.
sorry, I'm at the gym and, panting.
We couldn't hear it, but...
And two,
Mhm.
It's good because, having that much confidence when you're really young can carry you throughout your whole life. Like, people have to get called chubby in, middle school, and then they have body dysmorphia for the rest of their life. But if you're peaking in high school...
See, but here's the thing. Some of those people that get called chubby in high school, they end up having that body dysmorphia, and it leads to them getting super in shape and and being super successful and achieving so much because they're trying to prove everyone wrong who called them that in middle school and high school. Now, is that unhealthy? Yes, but they did achieve a lot. So it's like, sometimes bullying works, is all I'm going to say. I mean, it's bad. I'm anti-bullying to a degree, but...
You have this audacious confidence forever, and it's where these, chubby burnouts get the idea.
Yeah. To call Sydney Sweeney mean. I don't want to talk about Sydney Sweeney. We already know my opinions on Sydney Sweeney. But I get what you're saying. Yeah. Your first point is pretty good. Second point, I don't know if the confidence pulls you through forever. But because I think doing that well that early can lead to you kind of thinking the rest of your life is going to go swimmingly. Whereas, for someone like me, I've always gone, I got to keep working at it because shit is not done well so far. But good, really, I mean, that's the kind of shit that I want on the show. That is some good food for thought. I enjoy that a lot. Thank you, Nevin. Thank you very much. 347-566-9741 to call in for some advice from your unk. Okay? Or to leave a hot take or to share something cringe that happened to you the last week. We had a couple people reach out and text, and then they never followed up. And that's annoying, but I will keep following up with you because I want to help, because Unk is here to help, and he wants to know what's going on. Okay, guys, thanks for listening. Remember to rate and review. Remember to subscribe on YouTube. Do all that good stuff. Share the show with a friend. And I will talk to you soon. Have a good week. Bye.